My screen is visible. Okay. So I think so in today's session of a Python training, we have to learn the all the things related to exception handling. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So can anyone just recap all the concept means which point the madam will be covered at the training? Just you have to tell the point concept like which concept you have to cover. Uh, all are attending the session, na?
Yes, ma'am.
So just list out the concept, huh? Which point madam have to tell you. Okay. So yesterday we are seeing the point concept that is a exception handling. Exception handling means what? It will be one of the built-in exception that will be rise at the run at the okay. So in that we are seeing some of the common exception that is means built-in exception like a zero divide by error, naming error, indentation error, IO error, and end of file error. Okay. So for this 5 exception we are seeing the different examples also for the divide by error, naming error, indentation error, and IO error. Okay. So and after that we are seeing the program for try and except block. Okay. We are seeing the program for try and except block. Means what? If we are writing the try block, it must be having the except block. Like we are considering the example is example of if else means if any statement is having a true if we want to find that the condition or the value which we are entering that will be a satis if our condition will be satisfied, it will be execute in the try block. But my condition will be not satisfied, it will be executed with the except block. So we are having if we want the many exception, for that we are saying the program for a many exception that will be we are writing the exception except keyword, and in bracket we are writing the more than one exception names, and we are catching that exception in the else block. Okay, that will be a many exception here. I will write some of the programs here. You have to see here. If we want to write the many we are simply the example of the simple simple try and except keyword, and after that here in another program I am writing more than one except block. Okay. That yesterday we will see that examples also. And next program will be the finally keywords. Means what? Finally is the one of the block. It is a specifier while be executing regardlessly if a try block lies an error. Means what? Finally block will be executed when if the try block will be a rise an error. Means the we call it as a if exception will be occur, and that occur that time we are the try block will be not handle that exception, so we call it as a we are using this finally keyword to catch that exception. The finally block gets executed no matter if any try block rise an error. Means what? If try block is not handle that exception, the by defaultly finally block will be catch that exception and it will be executed. Okay. So here I am writing this simple example for finally. Here what I should do, just in try block I am printing the value of x, but x. Okay. Okay. And in exception I am writing that message something goes wrong, and in finally block the try exception is finished. Means what? if you have to see here what I should do, write that I should write that print x, but here I am not declaring any value. So we know that it will be a occur one of the exceptions. So directly my finally block will be executed. Okay. So we will see the other example. My programming screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So here, just 1 minute. So you have to see here. I am taking the example of the same divide by zero error. Here, what I should do, I should declare. I will declare one function by using def keyword. Define function division in that time. Yes. Any doubt? Okay. So here I am writing one of the function, that is a division function. In that I am passing the two parameters. Why? Because we are performing the division operation. So here I am passing two parameter in my function x and y. In that function I am using the try block. In try I am performing the operation. I want to perform the operation that will be the divide by operation. Okay. So if this condition will be a not means satisfied here, and it will be occur error, so I will be write the except block. In that I am returning the divide by zero error. Okay. It will be a divide by zero error, or else it will your answer or your result will be a result will be the display. And after that finally this is the always executed, means what the finally block will be always executed. After that here divided 3 by 2, and here I am directly passing the parameters here. Means what I am the function which use here, that is division function. I am directly passing the parameters here. So you have to see here the output. First is what yeah, means what here my output will be a display at if my I pass this value to my x and y, that is 3 and 2, so my answer will be 1.5. This is always executed, means finally block will be executed. After that you have to say the here, sorry, you are divided by 0, and this is always executed, means the finally block always executed. But you have to see here, sorry, you are divided by 0, means what here you have to see here I am passing the 3 and 0. So the divide by error will be occur, means what if we are writing the finally block, suppose we have to write some of the code of 100 line, and the line like one of the a tagline will be there, that we want to execute after every operation performed. Okay. After every operation performed we want the some specific line which we want to display. So that time we are using this finally concept. So if we are writing finally keyword, and in that we are printing something, that line will be execute after each and every new operation. Means what it will be a not, it will be a not means automatically display. We want to write that line in after each and every operation. म्हणजे काय, सपोज आपल्याला एखादी लाईन रिपीटेडली प्रोग्राम मध्ये आणायची आहे, म्हणजे आपल्याला वाटतं की आता बाबा माझं हे डिव्हिजन ऑपरेशन झालं, म्हणजे काय तर माझं ह्या लाईनीचं ऑपरेशन झालं, तर मला आता ही लाईन हवी. दिस इज ऑलवेज एक्झिक्युटेड. आफ्टर त्याच्यानंतर सपोज माझं ऍडिशन ऑपरेशन आहे, पुन्हा मला ती लाईन पाहिजे, म्हणजे काय तर तसे आउटपुट आणण्यासाठी आपण काय करतोय, हा फायनली कीवर्डचा यूज करून आपण तो मेसेज जो काय आहे तो डिस्प्ले करतोय. हे झालं फायनली कीवर्ड. काय डाऊट आहे फायनली कीवर्ड मध्ये?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So that will be the finally keyword. Okay. Next we are having the rise and exception. Okay. We are having rise and exception. So in that rise and exception, okay, in rise and exception, Python also provide the rise keyword to be used in the context of exception handling. Okay, rise is also one of the keyword, like a finally keyword we are using. So it will be a used to it will be used to handle the exceptions. Okay, it causes an exception to be generated explicitly, or it build in error and rise the implicitly. Means what? Like a finally keyword, rise is also one of the keyword that we are using to means handle the exception. Okay, so for keyword that we are using, that is a rising keyword. Okay, so for example, suppose there is a program that required a 2 GB memory for execution. Okay, consider we are having one program and that required a 2 GB memory for execution. And if the program tried to occupy 2 GB memory, then we can raise an exception to stop the execution of the program. Means what? Suppose we require means you have to consider that we require a 2 GB memory space for execution. Okay, but the our program want to occupy the 2 GB whole space. Means it will be a required 2 GB whole space to store their data. So it will be a rise an error. Some error message will be there, like we can't give the space to you, or we can't do to handle that block. So for that we are having the rise and value error exception if the number of outside it will be a more than age. So we consider example of the suppose a validation or any verification, like the consider the example of voting. Okay, we will write the program here. Suppose consider the example of voting. So here what I write try age is equal to int of input, enter the age. Okay, we want to first take the input from the user. If I write here, if age is a less than 80, right? Age is less than 80, then writes writes value error. Okay, the value error is a one is a also a one type of a built-in exception. Okay, else a print age is valid. Okay, if else printer age is valid, and we will write the except. Suppose here value error. Okay, otherwise it will be print that what it will be the value error. Age is not valid. Okay, so simply here what I should use, I should raise error. Means if my age will be a less than that, so it will be a execute the block that its age is not valid. Means what? Here, suppose here I am first up entering age is valid. Okay, now you have to say see here age is not valid. Means what? If my the error or exception will be occur at this stage, it will be rise. If that value will be not satisfy the condition, it will be directly move to this except block. If my condition will be satisfied, it will be execute this part. Okay, means like rise keyword is like a state. It will be the rise keyword is occur it rise keyword will be occur the value error or any other error will be there, so it will be a give that such a message. Okay, so that will be the example of the rise and exception. Okay, any doubt is there regarding rise? Okay, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So now next we will see the example, see the next point, that is a string handling. Okay, string handling. Okay, string handling. The Python string is the collection of the characters surrounding by the single quote, double quote, or triple quote. So everyone know that in Python we are using a three type of quote: single quote, double quote, and a triple quote. Okay, for displaying the string or representation of string in the different ways. Okay, the computer does not understand the characters initially. It is stored the manipulated character as the combination of the zeros and one. You know that machine doesn't understand the our language, means like we call it as a b c. It will be a machine will be not understand, but we are converting that machine user understandable language into the machine code language. Means we call it as a we are representing that data in the zeros and one form. Okay, so each character is enclosed in the ASCII or Unicode character. Okay, so everyone know that each and every alphabet or our character is having some of the ASCII value or Unicode character. Means what, the computer understand the ASCII language. Okay, so we can say that Python string are also called as a collection of Unicode characters. Okay, why we call it as a Python strings are the collection of Unicode character? Because the values or character that we are entering in our program, that will be having some of the Unicode or ASCII code. Okay, in Python, string can be created by the enclosing the character or the sequence of the character in the codes. Okay, suppose we are mentioning single quote, it will be for one single line, or double quote for one single line, but we want to write the data in the multiple lines, so that time we are using the triple. Okay, so Python allow us to use the any type of code for creating a string, so it will be a string handling. So simply here you have to see here the syntax. So how to create a string? So simply we are creating a string like this. Okay, we have to see str. Suppose you have to take any variable, it is not compulsory to you have to take the yes, it is not compulsory to take str only. We have to take any variable name is equal to first I will write here hi in the by using single str1 is equal to, here I am using double quote. Okay, and after that equal to, here I am using triple quote. Okay, here I am writing over u, and here I am completing my triple quote. Okay, I will execute this program. It will be just, sorry, print str, print str1. Okay, after execution you have to see here hi hello everyone, how are you, like that. Means what, the triple quote means what, we are using triple quote to display the multiple lines. Okay, so it will be a simple representation of a string. Okay, now so how now how to find the data type of that variable that we are declaring here. So simply for that we are writing a print a type of str1. Okay, means what, I want to find that the value which is present here, which is in which type. You have to see here, it will be the print that it will be a string type. Okay, so means simply find that which the string or the data which or variable that we are declaring in the which type, that will be the uh, by using this type keyword we are finding that this present string is in which type. Okay, means what, it will be the simply creation of string. So we are having some of the operations related to that string. So creating string in Python means what, just simply we are saying that this will be the creation of a string in the Python. Okay, now we will see the next point, that is a string indexing and splitting. Means what, like other languages, the indexing of the Python string start from the zero. And for example, we have to consider the here the this example, you have to see here the figure. We are having a string that is hello. So you have to see here, h is with zeroth location. You have to consider, you have to see that the locations, that is the we call it as a 0 1 2 3 and 4, that will be represent here. It will be a consider as the indexing value of that a keyword or that string. Okay, so you have to see here, suppose I will take the example like a string str is equal to he hello. Okay, and I will write a print str of 0. Okay, print str of 1 or 2, like this. So you have to see here, my output will be h and I. Why? Because 0 1 and second location, this l will be there. Okay, so it, we call it as a, it will be the, we are using the indexing value to display the output. Okay, then next okay, this will be the indexing value. Okay, next will be the a slicing operation. So you have to see here in figure, if we want to use the slicing operation in Python, so that time what we have to use, we are using the semicolon to differentiate the perform the different operation on the slice. So suppose here same example will be there. Okay, so suppose here I am only passing the 0, so it will be a display only h. Or I want the perform the slicing operation, so I want to start my string with the 0th location and end with the second location. So can anyone tell what will be the output? Now if I will give the my starting location at 0th and end location will be a 2, so what will be the output of the this program? Anyone tell? If it will be a wrong, no issue about that. What will be the output if my my slicing of, I will perform here slicing operation. My start location will be a 0 and end location will be a 2. So what will be the output?
HEL. HEL.
HEL. Okay, no, it will print H and E. Why? Because I want the end at the second location. Means what? It will be, my program will be terminated at the second location. It will be not displaying the data at second location. Okay, so if here I will pass 5. Okay, so it will be a display whole string. Why? Because my string will be 0 1 2 3 and fourth location, but here I am printing the fifth location. Okay, so it will be the slicing operations. Or we are just singly, suppose we are passing like this, 5 or 4. Okay, okay, so it will be a print like this, HELLOY, because here I am passing only the end location. Okay, so this will be the slicing operation. We are passing value with the any representation. You have to see here the figure. Here like this, if suppose I pass only colon, it will be display whole string. If I will give the start location and only start location, it will be also print whole string. Why? Because I am giving only start location, I am not providing the end location, so that's why it will be print the whole string. Okay, then you have to see here, passing some of the values means here different ways to represent that the slicing operation. So next we are having same concept, that is a negative slicing. Just the difference will the difference is what, for the negative slicing, we are start the character reading from the rightmost character to -1. Means what, you have to see here figure, O will be with my negative minus first location. L will be it minus 2 location. Another L will be minus 3 location. E will be minus 4th location and minus 5th location. Means what? We are just providing the negative index. But you have to just difference is what? We are start reading element at the rightmost side. So just simply here, suppose I passed here minus. So it will be only display yes. Why? Because it will be first, it will be second, it will be a third, it will be the second, it will be third, and fourth location is what? My H only is there. Suppose here pass I minus 1 to minus 4. Just 1 minute. Why here? Okay, okay. Sorry, my mistake is here. 4 to minus 1 means what? You have to see here, it will be display, it will be start with minus 1 means LLE and end with the 4 means what? It will add negative indexing. You have to see here. If suppose here I am passing the negative indexing, it will be like consider as a start with the minus 4th location and end with the minus 1th location. Okay, it will be same, but the reading of the indexing value is start from the rightmost side, and in a positive slicing we are considering from the leftmost side. So it will be the a negative slicing. Here many operations are there regarding negative slice. Okay, so everyone understand the these two operation, that is indexing and slicing. Indexing and splitting means we call it as a slicing operation. So all of you understood this too?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt? Remaining student? Any doubt is there regarding these operations? How to create a string, indexing, splitting, slicing?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Ma'am.
Okay. So now we will move to the next operation, that is reassigning a string. Reassigning, you have to see here the name content that reassigning means what? We call it as a updating the string. Means suppose I am setting the value of my string is a hello, but now I want to reassign that string. Okay, the string object doesn't support item assignment. That is, a string can only be replaced with a new string since it contains cannot be particular replace the string immutable in Python. Means what? String is a reassigning means what? We are changing whole string, but we can't perform the operation. We can't perform the operation like we want to just simply change the values of one or two location. Means one or two values. Means what? Just we are replacing value like this. We will see the example. Means you understand. Like suppose here I am taking str is equal to, here I am taking str is equal to hello. Okay, print str. Okay, I want to print str. Okay, it I will write like this. So after that, what I should do? I should take str is equal to hello. Just print str. Okay, you have to see here. I am taking the same string. Means the name of my string will be a same here. Okay, so it will be after execution. You have to see here. We the At first my str will be having the value that is a hello, which means it is a string. The string will be having the start with the low character, but after once again I am writing this string with the other name that is a capital. I am just replacing H is capital, means we call it as a reassigning of string. Means what? Here at first my string will be like this. After reassigning of that string, my string value will be changed. Normally, you know that if we are writing like this, means the variable name will be showed, compiler will be get confused. But in a Python, we are using this operation to reassign the string. We are using this operation to assign the string in Python. Okay, so this is called as a reassign. Okay, it's just simply a representation. Like you have to see here, if here I am writing as a str1, so we call it as a, it will be the others. But we are taking the same variable name or reassigning the string of a string. Okay, so it will be the reassigning operation. So understand the reassigning of the operation, reassigning of a string operation in string handling.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next will be deleting the string. Means what? As we know that string are immutable. Everyone know that string are immutable means we can't perform the changes in that. So we can delete or remove the character from the string, but we can't delete the entire string using delete keyword. Means what? Normally we are using the delete keyword. Okay, we are using delete keyword to delete the character or remove the character from the string, but we are not deleting entire string by using the delete keyword. Okay, so we will see the example. Okay, here simply I take string is equal to Python. Okay, here I'm just simply taking Python. Okay, now I want to delete. Here I will pass suppose directly str, and I will perform print str. Okay, so what will be the output? Can anyone tell? Here just it will be a return the type of that string. It will be just return str, but you have to see here why it will be written like this, because here I am deleting string. I will delete my string, so it will be a return like this. Means if my string will be deleted at this location, so can this operation will be not performed. Suppose I will uh, so you have to see here. It will be display Python. Why? Because after creating, I will perform the data operation, and I will here suppose once again str. And so you have to see here. After deleting this string, it will be written as str. But at first, it will be a display means simple string. Here I want to display a simple string. But after using this delete operation, my string will be deleted, and it will be return the output as a the type of that thing that is that is str. Okay, that will be the delete operation. Okay, so all of you understood? Okay, so next will be the string operations. We are having some of the we call it as a, we are using the plus symbol to concatenate two string. Okay, next is the multiplication. Means what? We know that it is known as a repetition operation. Repetition means what? Suppose we are providing value we will see the program. Okay, first we will see take two string here. Okay, str is equal to, because I will take hello, and str1 is equal to hello. Okay, hello. Okay, here hello world. and after that I will be print str plus str1. Okay, simple. So you have to say it, hello world, it will be the concatenation operation. Okay, now I will print str into a 3. Okay, so you have to see here the output. It will be a print hello 3 times. Why? Because the we are using this symbol, that is a multiplication symbol, which it is represent as a repetition operation. Okay, it will be concatenate the multiple copies of that same string, means a repetition operation. It will be a multiplication. Next will be, it is a known as a slicing operation. It used to access the substring of the particular string, means what, the bracket, we are, if we are giving the this bracket, we call it as a, it will be the it will be the a slicing operation. Suppose here I am writing a print of str of suppose 3. Okay, str of 3. Just 1 minute. Str of, oh sorry, here we are call it as a slicing. Okay, we are call it as a slicing. So you have to see the result, that is ly, because we are, means we are using this bracket to perform the slicing operation. Okay, we know that here this and this operation will be a same, but suppose but the suppose we want the single value, that time we are just suppose I like this print print of str of second. So it will be a give the 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Here I will use 2. Okay, so you have to see here the means what, the this only this we are using suppose this bracket, so it will be return the only single value, and we are using the this bracket with the semicolon, it will be we are providing the range here. You have to say like my start and end with the start with 2 and end with 2, means what, we are providing here, we are specifying the range. Okay, in this operation. Next, in keyword is there, is it is known as a membership operation. It return if a particular substring is present in the specified string. Means what, suppose we are passing suppose some of the values here, like that, like this, suppose a print and suppose I will write o, okay, o keyword, okay, o in str. Okay, it will be return the output as a true. Why? Because o is present in my string. Suppose here I write a, so it will be a false. Why? Here you have to see here, I'm not writing any condition to find that the entered keyword or enter the word or character is present in my string or not. It is a in is a built-in function, built-in operation. So it will be a give false. Why? Because a is not present in my string 1. So this, that will be the in operation in the string. Next will be not in. Means what? Not in means what? We are just writing like this, a print suppose el. Okay, el. Okay, not in str But here I am passing str1. Here I am passing str1. So you have to say here true. Why it will be a written true? Because el is not present in that string. El is not present in that string. Okay. So all of you understood the difference between in and not in. In means what? It will be present in that string. If not in means what? We are finding that the entered character or entered the value is not present in that string. If suppose here I am writing a W, so it will be present. So it will be a return true. Sorry, not in, but it will be not in the string one. It will be return the value as a true. Oh, sorry, not in, but it will be here. Not in, but it will be written like this. Okay. Okay. So you have to see here it will be written false. Why? Because previously here I am writing W is a small, so it will be a written true. But now here I am writing the capital W O, not in string. Means what? It will be written the false. Why? Because it will be present here, so it will be false. Suppose here I am writing suppose small W, it will be written true. Why? Because the difference between that is capital W and small W, it will be a true means what? It will be a nor it will be a not present in string. And if same representation is there, then it will be say that false. Okay, next r, small r and capital R. So it is used to specify the row string. Row string are used in the cases where we need to print the actual meaning of the escape characters, such as a means many of the time we are using like a we are passing the path to our program or anything. Means we are giving the path of our program. So that time suppose we are write like this. Suppose a print of suppose now here I write a C slash Python. Okay, Python 37. Okay, and I will be execute. So it will be a display all the results same. But suppose before that I am writing here R. So it will be a right string as it is. Means what? This actually the R operation means it will be a not suppose here actually on the Google Colab. Actually, in order to perform this operation on the ideal platform, you will be see the difference. So, I will copy this program. What I should do here with the R operation. Here I am passing with the a symbol code. C colon double slash double slash of here I'm simply writing some of the like a representation of path that we are giving in our program. So it will be a written all the thing same. But suppose it will be a print all the things as it is. It will be a not different. And here I'm writing capital R. It will not change actually. Just one minute. R. Why it is not changing actually? Uh, it will be actually the change the output. Actually, the representation will be a change, but here it you have to try in your system this actually operation, because I think so here I have ideally version is I think so 3 point something 6. So I think so that's why it will be a not work. But if the representation means this string, the if we are taking this r or small r or capital R, actually the representation of this will be a sometime it will be a rearranged. Means what the operation means what you have to see here. Um, the character meaning. To define any string or raw string, the character R is followed by the row string. Means what sometimes it will be change the arrangement of that string. Actually, so my string will be like this, but it will be a rearrange the string. So you have to perform this operation on your computer. Okay. Next will be the modular operation. It is used to perform the string formatting. It makes us for the format specific using in C program, like we are using %d, %f, like all operation like we are using for in C program, like %d for integer, f for floating number, s for a string. Like that we are using percentage symbol for the specifying the string means or representation of string. So here I am writing print the string str colon is equal to, suppose here I am writing %s. Why? Because I know that my the present screen or present uh, 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 we are performing operation on the string. So here I am taking percent string and suppose here I am writing str. Okay, str. So you have to see here the output. It will be the str1 will be the hello. Okay, so this all will be the different operations in the a string, that is a concatenation, repetition, slicing. Then we are providing a range to for slicing operation, then in, not in, this raw string operation, and for a modular operation. Okay, so this all will be the string operations. So any doubt is there regarding this all string operations?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so can anyone perform this operation of the R? This R, you have to perform all the programs that we have to execute today, and you have to share that program on the group. Okay, means the concept, like we are seeing that means you have to perform the you have to send the program of exception handling, then string handling program. Okay, like we are performing the indexing operation, slicing, negative slicing operation, reassigning string, deleting string, and these remaining extra operations, that is concatenation, repetition, slicing, membership, not in, not, like all the operation. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so any doubt is there the point that we are covered in the previous lectures also? Means I think so in today's training you have to go through this exception handling concept. Am I correct?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay, so just you have, if suppose any concept the trainer will be take, if that we you will be understand betterly, and that concept will be related to the point that we are covering in our lecture. So you have to tell I am not taking that point, means you means तुमचं कन्फ्युजन होऊ नये म्हणून मग मी तो पॉइंट त्या टाइमला स्किप करेल, जर तुम्हाला असं वाटत असेल तर. ओके.
Okay, ma'am.
So, any doubt is there regarding a first chapter or second chapter? So, we will. I will share a test link to you. Actually, you have to solve that test anytime. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.